All right, welcome back, everyone. It's been actually I think we played 2 weeks ago, so we've been off and on a little bit, but it's Wednesday rather than Tuesday for the Star Wars 5e. With being Valentine's Day, we decided not to rock the boat, for lack of a better term, and decided to play it on a different day. Unfortunately, with that, we will be down a Mandalorian. He may be joining in partway through, but at least for the start of the session, Vars won't be with us. Before jumping into the game itself, though, I want to give two shout outs. For our game of the month, we are doing Avatar Legends by Magpie Gaming. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, if you like Powered by the Apocalypse style games, or just like an Avatar universe, Avatar The Last Airbender universe, come through, check that out. We're playing that next Thursday, the 23rd, I think it is, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So come through, hang out with us. And as always, you get a chance to win a free PDF copy of the game. And then also join us next Wednesday. We're doing another playthrough of Pathfinder. I've been loving that system since we did the game of the month last month. So just doing a little bit more before I get my other crew completely transitioned over to that system. But let's do a little bit of a recap and kind of what happened last time. So the crew is just right off their victory within the Republic Senate, convincing the counselors and senators of the Republic to actually heed their warning and begin to prepare for the threat of the Yuzon Vong, with the senators beginning to form a little bit of an expedition fleet that's going to begin scoping out the Outer Rim and looking for the kind of more traces of the Yuzon Vong and hopefully finding their fleet. That's going to be taking off in the next 3 weeks. And the Supreme Chancellor Oveno did offer the group a kind of like a little bit of a kind of like a outside hire for this one. They would be, I'm blanking on the word right now, I've worked with these people before, but you guys are going to be hired in to help kind of manage that expedition and provide your expertise on what the Yuzon Vong can do, what types of resources they have. It just helped the fleet hopefully find the threat and begin to update the Republic on what this is all doing. But while you're waiting for that fleet to go, you all were able to take some time and utilize Republic resources as well as Jedi resources to begin enhancing your skills with the group's training with many of the various factions of the Republic to become better warriors or learn new fighting styles or saber forms that they may not have known before. After that, though, the group decided to pursue a lead they had uncovered from one of their contacts they made within the Sith Dominion, that the Republic, along with Zerka Corporation, were pursuing an operation named Saber Breaker. After a considerable amount of deliberation, the group decided to go and speak with the vice president on planet Jensen of Zerka about the event, with a lot of different planning on different ways to make him comply, from bombs on the outside to threatening him to just coming in very casually, act like you know the project. A lot of planning there. But the group eventually did meet with Jensen and were able to learn a little bit about Saber Breaker. Ironically, I actually had to listen to this just to make sure. You guys ever never actually asked him what Saber Breaker itself was?
No,
Uh,
Whoops.
we never asked him. We never asked. I don't think we asked him to pay us either.
Oh no, yeah, you guys demanded to be involved. Did not ask for pay, or even let them offer pay. You guys came in hot and fast. But yeah, so you guys did learn where Saber Breaker is, if not what it is. You found that it was on the planet Myrkr, which you later found from speaking with Karu, Jedi Master, or not Karu, Kalu, a Jedi Master, that it had been removed by the Jedi from the archives of the Republic, and due to some very interesting both plants and animals on the planet. Mostly the Yaslarmi, which are a animal that's able to create an anti-force bubble where the force just doesn't exist, as well as the Vornsk, which is the animal that's able to hunt force sensitives, kind of sense the force and hunt down those who have a presence within the force. You also learn the planet has weird metallic residue in its trees and foliage, making it nearly impossible to scan and making it quite difficult to get communications off world if you're on planet, and even actually difficult to communicate on world if you're on planet too, just due to the kind of the interference and the weird kind of radiation from those metals within the trees. With that, though, you guys, after insinuating that there was a bomb in his office for Vice President Jensen, Caesar threatening him pretty extensively, and Barnes even telling him that if he said hypothetically one more time, he would beat him in. You guys were able to get the coordinates and find where the planet is. You also learned that the Zerka team, Zerka did send another team of hunters out there to both destroy the facility, wipe the data, but that team had been taken down with only one survivor, a droid from the HK line, who had requested assistance. And Zerka initially deleted the request, but asked you guys to go help him out after you demanded to go there and say Zerka cares and that they're there for him. But after that, you all were able to speak with Kalu as well as General Vet and let him know. General Vet was completely unaware of this operation, but Kalu had actually mentioned that he did send a pair of Jedi Knights out to the planet to kind of uncover what the Republic and Zerka were working on due to the strained relations between Zerka and between the Republic and the Jedi Order, especially now that Supreme Chancellor Oveno has a path to unlimited power, we'll say, with Caesar offering or putting in the motion to give him emergency powers with the Yuzon Vong crisis. But with all that, you guys were able to gear up and begin to make your way out to the planet Myrkr. You all made your way in system and your stealth drive and kind of some nice piloting and stealth skills were able to get you in system unnoticed. You all saw a large Crusader cruiser parked in orbit above the planet. And as you guys were approaching, you saw kind of a medium freighter ship taking off from the planet and making its way towards hyperspace. And you all were able to sneak down unnoticed and kind of begin your landing. And that's where we'll kick off, unless anybody has any questions before we begin the session.
I have an off-topic but on-topic question.
Go for it, Caesar.
You mentioned Jedi Karu, which immediately made me think of like a Force vampire. And then I got a question. Is Nihilus a Force vampire?
Kind of, but if you want like real Force vampires, they're actually that.
Wait, really?
Anzati? Pancho, is that the right way to say that?
Oh, the species that where they eat the soup.
Yeah, the
in
soup.
Your brain.
Yeah. There have been a couple of those guys that have been usually Sith, but Force sensitive, and they like to look for other Force sensitive people to eat the soup because it's better for some reason.
How do you spell that? I'm interested in this. I'm going to read about the map.
The Anzati, I think.
That was my guess. Yeah.
Yeah. They have it like they're the thing that like these like proboscis come out of their nose and like go up your nose and into your brain.
Yeah.
And eat your brain soup.
Pretty creepy. Quick shout out for anybody that does. I think it's in Fitzo's Codex, but I did make an Anzati Sith Master. If anybody wants to use that for their games, check out Fitzo's Codex. I think I'm running a regular Anzati too.
I'm going to recommend that to a friend who's about to start up a Star Wars game.
I don't think they have them for Star Wars 5e as playable species. Because it was a long debate about if we could make them actually playable and fair. They may have done it, though. I don't know. I've lost track.
I think someone's probably got a rough draft somewhere.
Check Heresy. They may have done something for it. I think they've got even a prototype Yuzon Vong one, too, which was another one we said probably wouldn't work. But that's off topic. Back to the crew. You guys are kind of flying through the atmosphere. I can't remember if I mentioned this last session or not, so I wanted to just mention this as well as you guys come in for your landing. You will see kind of the facility, the Zerka facility, It's a large, sprawling complex. It takes up multiple acreage. But one of the things is you guys kind of go through, and you guys opted to park a distance away to hopefully keep your presence unnoticed. But one of the things you guys see as you kind of fly over, your scanners really aren't working on planet, but you're able to get visual confirmation of a few things. You see this large, kind of a couple of these ones, just kind of scattered throughout the planets, moving through the jungle foliage. It looks like this large, like you almost probably at first glance you think it was a tank, but taking actually, everybody give me a technology check. See if you guys can pick out what this is.
Oof. And that's with proficiency.
Nice. So Talus and Dash, you guys are Dash. You're for sure this is not a tank. Does not match Republic or Dominion specs. You see, it looks like it's gathering different pieces and different. Looks like it's like a gathering unit. It looks like it's kind of a big like. It's got like different like little extender arms. You'd almost think it was a garbage unit. But you and Talus have seen this in operations for Tal's a little bit easier. This is a Zerka product. You've seen this before. It's the kind of it's a storage device. So it goes through and collects random specimen, or not random. It collects directed specimen and kind of like catches them and throws it into its back where it carbonite freezes them. You know that you may have even used it yourself. You know it's used to collect different specimen. We need to examine them quickly and make sure that they are safe and docile and able to be transported off world. And Dash, you know all of that as well. You may not have worked with them before, but somehow you may have encountered this device, and you see it basically just kind of picking up and kind of going through the forest, grabbing at different things. You're not able to really see what it's grabbing at, but you do see it kind of pulling things into itself and rustling the trees, moving branches as it kind of clumbers through the forest.
Well, I would highly recommend not getting close to that. And I'll explain the whole carbonate freezing ordeal.
That can have some wonderful military applications.
It could, for sure, but at least for
Sorry,
now.
I've been talking the whole time, and I was muted. It's a. So it. How tall is it? Did you say?
Oh, it's gargantuan. So it's like
Okay, it's big.
It's big, yeah. It's
Hard
it's
to
huge.
miss.
Yeah, it's definitely like you guys are pretty high up when you see it. It looks kind of small from your vantage point, but it is moving through the trees. You see kind of whole sections of the jungle kind of moving and rustling when when you kind of come across it.
Does anybody know what that thing is? Is there people in there? Did they spot us?
You all are fairly confident with your stealth drive. You went unnoticed, but both Dash and Talus would know that it's a crewed vehicle. Usually, it just takes one operator. Most of it is kind of automated. No droid function though. It just kind of computer automated, and it's just moving through collecting specimens.
Right, again, Talus would explain to Uli
I
again.
hate to say it, but maybe that's our in. Take out whoever's piloting that thing, and we go in with it. That or walking up to the base. Did we get a look at the base, Deacon?
You did. It's a fairly sprawling complex. Numerous different kind of facilities kind of hunkered through within the same kind of acreage. You do see that it does have a pretty, or not only, it looks like a pretty practical looking fence with both mixture of kind of hard wire as well as some force field components during certain sections.
Well, it'd be one way to get past their defenses and slip inside quietly. Although, quietly is not exactly our forte. Look at Dash and hope he doesn't have a bomb.
Uli, are you able to hear Talus?
Yeah, can you hear me
No.
right now?
Okay,
Okay, that explains a lot.
it does. I'll try reloading. Try.
Want me to reload?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because I explained once and then I was about to explain twice, and then he jumped in and I was like, okay. Yeah. Yep. I would I would definitely say, hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Sweet.
Sweet. Yeah. So Talos definitely would have explained that to you, and I personally hope that Dash has all the explosives.
Dash always has all the explosives.
I think he spent some days because you guys had a couple days in hyperspace making some new explosives.
Yeah, restocked.
Do we still have the torpedoes?
Yes.
Oh, for the ship? Yeah, you got torpedoes for the ship.
We have lots of weapons on the ship.
There is a large class kind of crusader ship above the planet, though.
Good. We'll get use out of them.
We have 2 Silent Thunder missiles and 1 proton rocket.
Is there any way to rig those up to go off without the ship needing to shoot them?
Maybe.
Yeah, I would say it's gonna be it'd be heavy, but you guys could definitely haul that torpedo someplace. And
I like where your mind's at, Dash, but I feel like when we attempt to leave at the end of this, whatever condition that might be, we're probably going to need all the firepower we can get until the Republic arrives.
Probably.
oh, and I forgot to mention that too. I forgot who asked, but they did ask the Jedi Order to send some Jedi fighters. Once you guys do try to make your way off planet to take out the Crusader forces. So Master Kalu did a promise to send those forces and help out. But he was due to a number of different factors, was very reluctant to send more knights into this planet. On the planet, I should say.
Is the facility in our current field of view, or do we need to travel some way? I forget how far we parked.
You guys parked, I think, 5 or 10 miles away, or between 5 and 10 miles away.
So,
right.
how long of a walk? Like an hour or so?
Oh, with
2
the
hours?
jungle, it would be probably about 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, wait. Everybody else would consider it difficult terrain. I think I'm the only one that doesn't. Never mind. Guys slowing me down. For once, the tall guy gets slowed down by the small guys.
Just gotta watch out for those branches.
Yeah. Are there any like taller trees that you could climb to maybe get a better vantage of what's up there? Just a scout?
Yeah, definitely. So once you guys do make your way on, land the Nova Kana on planet, you are surrounded by trees. You found a little bit of a small clearing where you could land into, but there are trees abound, and you could definitely try to climb and see if you can find anything else that's going on the planet.
I would want to try to do that, at least just to see kind of the there's any obvious hazards and like the best way to maybe go. Like if there's a certain part where there's just thick trees and then another part where there's suddenly nothing, it's probably like a steep drop off. So avoid that part. Let's look for that kind of stuff.
Before he climbs up, I will just kind of pat on the back, or at least as high as I can reach on Mr. Uli. Be careful. And I cast a temporary boost on him.
What's that do?
In
Is that like
addition-
guidance?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In addition, Caesar would like to join him climbing the tree. He may only have one arm, but he's got strong legs. So that way he can give him the help action for when he makes his inevitable roll.
All right. Caesar Uli, do either of you guys have climb speeds?
I do. I do have a climb speed, 30 feet. And I have advantage on strength saving throws and athletics checks that involve climbing.
this isn't a very difficult tree to climb.
I can swim.
And then hopefully that'll be very useful one day.
Will it, Tegan?
The way you guys play, I don't know what's gonna come up. I don't know but
It'll make it useful.
Just the use on Vong. All right, we've strapped gravity weapons onto fraction sharks.
That actually sounds something they would do. That actually sounds that's right up their profile. Like, I may have to write that down. But yeah, so Uli, you're actually good. No check needed to climb this pretty high tree. Caesar, give me an athletics check.
Would the greater jumping help with that at all?
What does that do?
It lets me jump higher.
You can jump 3 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so you want to try to jump up it?
You jump.
Yes.
All right, so I will let you an acrobatics check, but if you bomb the check, there's a good chance you will go falling down.
I already know how this is gonna end up. I gotta do it. Yeah.
All right.
Climbing with one hand. I admire your tenacity.
So Caesar, you're used to jumping, climbing trees. You jump up there. Your good hand reaches out, but then your other hand reaches too, and you just can't really find a good purchase upon it. And you come plummeting back to the ground. Unfortunately, you are going to take a bit of damage.
Man,
Ladies and gents, these
Pre-nerf
poor life
Caesar,
decisions
I
brought
wouldn't
to
even
you
need
by
to-
Guinness Extra Stout.
Man, pre-nerf Caesar, I wouldn't even need to climb the tree, but right now, I only got that 5 feet range of help action. It
That's
hurts.
true. So fortunately,
Holy shit!
yeah, it's a tall tree. 24.
Julio called down, my people live in trees. What are you doing?
That's Uli. You were just climbing up naturally, like it's just a casual day. Caesar, you take a really nice jump to start though, but unfortunately, you just not able to get that grip and come crashing back to the ground.
Sorry,
Uli-
Caesar.
Caesar wouldn't even be able to respond. He's not out, but that was over half his HP, and he just facing the dirt, default Family Guy hurt pose, just gone out for a second.
Only half, and we haven't even encountered these beasts or
Over
these
half.
That was a bad one.
Talus
That was
is
way
limiting-
above average. That was way.
Yeah.
It's okay. Talus is contemplating, and you bought med pack, right, Caesar?
I think everybody bought a lot of med packs. Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll go through yours first for this.
I do have my trauma kit that I can use on him when I get back down. So
How
Alright,
much
Uli,
does
give
med
me a
pack
perception
heal again?
check. Your hit die.
Maybe take a rest. Maybe a rest before we go.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, I forgot you have zero con. I forgot.
yeah. Would any of this have anything to do with sensing any heat at all? Does that come into play at all? I have advantage on that sort of thing, but or no, I'm considered have expertise. But
not
if
really.
it's not
for this one,
relevant.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
For the
perception.
division.
17.
You got a D6 too.
Correct.
Are we able to utilize bars
23.
at all in any of this?
Right now, he's just kind of waiting on the ship. He's guarding the Novacana, but if he is able to pop in, we'll have him rejoin the crew.
Ate some of Geert's old stashed food, and it did not sit well.
He actually opened the booze, but he's just having a little bit of time now. But yeah, Willie, you're able to kind of take a look around as you get top of the trees. You see kind of a couple of different things that kind of stand out to you right away. And actually, one of the things that probably stands out to you the most, you didn't really notice it right as you land. But as you're climbing up, you had different spots where, like, almost felt like you lost the sense. Like, one area where, like, you're just like everything's normal. You're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling. You have the force flowing through, but then it's about you like a dead spot. Like, and just you know these are probably your slamis, which is a hard word to say, force bubble. But it's one of those things that's a little bit jarring as you climb up there. But you're able to climb up just fine, and you're able to look around and see throughout the area. And one of the areas you see looks like one of those Zerka collection vehicles is moving through, rustling the trees. Not too far, probably about a mile or two away from your current position. Looks like it's collecting different specimens and moving through and just really causing a ruckus. Excuse me. One of the other big things you do see, though, probably about 3 miles in the opposite direction of the Zerka facility, you see what sounds, or kind of see and hear what sounds to be like a blaster fight. You see kind of bolts of lasers flying through, flashing in the canopy. You hear kind of the racing of lasers and impacts. And you just can see those kind of flaring off throughout the time you're up there. Not able to get a really good look on kind of who's shooting or what they're shooting at, but you just see those blasters popping off.
Okay. And now in that area, in the area where I saw the big collector thing and that firefight, do I sense out far enough to get a bubble at all in those areas?
Oh, like a force bubble?
Yeah. Or is it just the ones kind of close to me?
Yes, and kind of with the planet, it's kind of intermittent. Like, you feel some areas that feel just fine in the force, but other areas it's dead. It's really hard to place until you're close to it.
Okay. So knowing that, Uli would try to make good note of that and try to remember as much as he can and come back down the tree and tell the others kind of which way maybe we should go, and that we have, a couple options, either this collector vehicle or possibly a firefight going on. Either way, a couple things to either look out for or investigate, whatever we choose to do. And also to maybe... So Uli would turn to the rest of them and say, so this is going to sound weird, but if I start not sensing something properly or feeling weird, it's probably a bad area and we should avoid it. I won't be able to really elaborate more than that. It's difficult to explain to people who don't sense the way I sense, but when it feels like a nothing, I guess, or when I don't feel like I have that extra sense, I think maybe we should take that as an indication to get away. Just a heads up.
Caesar standing up, dusting himself off, will kind of look over to Uli. During the firefight, by chance did you hear anyone yell out the liberation for all?
No. I mean, we're probably a little far away to hear that, but I definitely... They're shooting at something, but I don't know what. And Tegan, did it look like an exchange of blaster fire or one side shooting blaster fire? Or was it too hard to tell?
It did look like an exchange. You saw kind of like, let's say, blaster bolts going in both directions. Okay. Though the direction coming from the base, there's a lot more blaster bolts coming from that direction than coming out of the base or away from the base.
Okay. So yeah, something's firing back, but not a lot of somethings. There's definitely a lot of somethings firing at the couple somethings.
Yeah.
So
Dash would just kind of shrug and be like, firefight sounds kind of fun. Been kind of bored here recently.
Need to blow something
up. If that's towards the facility, then that's our primary objective, and we should move towards it.
That's actually away from the facility.
Well, son of a bitch, we should not go that way. Unless, of course, you guys think that there's a good idea or reason to go in that direction.
Well, do we have? We knew that there are 2 Jedi that were sent here, right?
2 Jedi and an HK droid. Oh, I should say 2 Jedi sent by the Jedi Order and an HK droid. This team, which is team something, was destroyed by Zerka.
So we could potentially be finding one of these lost groups and meet up with them. Couldn't hurt to have, at the very least, somebody, if they're droids, we can have them stage a diversion or something. They're just droids. I mean, I respect them, but, we can rebuild them.
Or they're already causing a distraction.
Fair point.
Caesar kind of look up and give off a nice smile, nod to Dash. Just good thinking. Then we should make haste and use the distraction very well.
Well, if that's what we want to do. So it couldn't hurt to check it out, but it would be probably another, hour or 2 to go check that out and double back to where we were to get back to the base?
Yeah, it's just 2 or 3 miles away from you guys, so under an hour to get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It might be nice to have an ally. He might have a better idea of the layout of the place, too.
Couldn't hurt. They did say there were some dangers on this planet. If somebody's actually managed to hold up here, maybe they got some way to have a leg up. Either way, I'm fine with going wherever, but we should probably get on it. These woods give me the creeps.
Do you think you can navigate us into a flanking position from where you saw the gunfire?
Tegan, do I know that I can do that? Is that something I'm capable of?
You really didn't get a good look at where the complete positions were, but you saw fire going from both directions. So you think you can at least come up behind one direction?
Well, I guess it's a matter of coming from one direction. We could take the larger force and surprise them, or we could at least get close enough to scout it out. Do any of us have micro binoculars?
I
do.
I think
you had Dash. Yeah, I think you do. Because somebody used it during the colony arc.
It sounds like something Dash would carry.
I thought that was Vars.
I have micro binoculars. Yep, I have macro binoculars.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
Nice.
I don't have perception. My perception is -1. But I have
just give them to me. I'll take a look.
I just pretend like I see stuff. Which actually sounds like Dash.
It does, yeah. Oh.
If you give them to me when we get close, I can take a look. I'll see something with my lizard eyes.
Yeah, so I'm okay with trying to go and scout out what's going on with the gunfire, or what everyone else wants to do.
My main concern is just resource conservation and making sure that, the potential danger that we could run into even on the way there, then the danger that we run into there, and then the danger that we run into on the way back. That's a lot of potential there.
It's a lot of danger.
The goal here is for everybody to leave this planet alive.
What are the chances another spider comes along and kills one of us? Or
that is a good
mutated
point.
one?
And Talus will immediately start looking around, but then he's like, wait, I know what you're doing. Also, you just fell out of a tree and we've only been here for 10 minutes. So
I'm already nearly back up to my full health, in fact. Damn.
how is that even possible?
Medicine is a wonder.
How much are you down?
Currently 7.
You must tell me your secrets.
You just used 3 health packs.
Yeah, I did.
You got Max for 2.
Yeah.
Bro, that's 900 gold. That's 900 credits.
An expense well worth it to keep me alive.
Oh man. Okay.
All right. So it sounds like the group's pursuing. I imagine Uli's taking point, or who's taking point, I should say.
I think I can. I do have survival, so that will help us at least to intuit out the path a little bit better. I'm just looking to see if I have anything else that aids with that, other than my forest dweller. Not treating it as difficult terrain. I don't think there's anything else that'll really do anything. So, but I'll take point. Decent perception and survival.
Perfect. Roll me one of both.
During the trip, Caesar's going to be giving
Say
off
one
like,
of both.
I would have been helping him. I'm gonna be behind him, and I'm gonna give him the temp boost on one or the other.
With survival, you can definitely do is he kind of looks for a path. Perception is going to be more of an ongoing piece. But as you roll those, I'll be right back.
It's both of them, right?
I can't remember.
I'll
I think
roll-
you
I'll
said
roll
one or
both.
the other.
You said one of each.
it. Survival, yes. Perception, no, because perception's a bit more constant.
Well, you have a D6 to add on to your survival check, which I don't know if you'll need.
Make it 30.
Let's do. Should we just try it? I mean, why the hell not? Because it's just for the one check, right? It only lasts for what, a minute?
Yeah. So
Oh, 28.
26.
If it was a threshold of 25, maybe we learned something there.
I mean, I was gonna say
Go with
DC is usually in increments of 5. Yeah.
And
Usually.
then you tweak it based on other things. But yeah. As a base.
Sweet.
Oh,
So,
I just saw that. Sorry, I was interrupting you. I had no idea.
what's up?
Oh, I saw the Discord chat. I had no idea I was interrupting him. Sorry.
No, you couldn't hear him. Sometimes Ninja gets weird with that.
Yeah, this is a weird one.
All right. That's a really great 26 for survival. All right, so Uli, you're able to like get the group off, leading through this just hot, like it almost feels like you're swimming through this jungle. There's just radiating humidity. You're moving through just vines and kind of just different hazards throughout. Vines, different aerial pitfalls. But Uli, you navigate through effortlessly, especially with Talos providing you with a bit of technological assistance to find the best path forward. But all right. So outside of Uli, does anybody have a passive perception of 18 or higher?
I think I'm the only one that actually has the passive perception that goes that high.
I have a whopping
I
12.
got 17.
I've got
Yeah.
9.
All right. So you guys are maneuvering through the forest, and we're gonna put you on a battle map.
Uh-oh.
Beep.
It's a spider.
I really think I should have been. There's no spiders as of yet, I should say. I kind of feel like I should.
It's just like one lone Yusong Vong of riding a spider.
Sweet. So place yourselves on the map. You guys will probably be more towards the center of it.
All right.
During the trip, Caesar would be answering the question of like how the 3 med packs bring you up with if you break a bone, it reforms stronger. So you just keep breaking your bones.
Yeah, but within 10 minutes.
Me also break my bones a lot.
I know. I've seen your X-rays.
Impressive, are they not?
No, it's a miracle you're even walking.
No, really, it is. The bones actually don't break and come back stronger. You've just been breaking a lot of bones. They probably keep getting easier to break, really. This is probably going to happen more in the future.
Yes, but all this without the force.
Just putting back the Encolto for all it's worth. But yeah, you guys are walking through the forest. You actually, unfortunately, you don't hear anything as this comes up. Uh, but all of a sudden, you see leaping from the edges of the forest these vicious looking hounds. And Lily, I'll give this to you for free. They're eyeing everybody for sure, but they seem particularly interested in you. You see these hounds, teeth bared, these little tails with like stingers on the end of them, almost like a rattlesnake type tail twitching, and they are just poised and ready for battle. Unfortunately, they do have a surprise round. Everybody roll in, roll initiative, and we'll get them on the board.
Good doggy. Good doggy.
Well, Uli, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah. You see, Uli doesn't know what this is, but player me absolutely knows what this is. And this is gonna suck.
We've heard about these guys.
Yeah.
You did hear about them, yeah.
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 I
We are
really
so-
know what the
Calamari.
Yeah.
Oh no, these are the Vortsk.
Oh,
The
The
salami.
I don't
Yaslamari are
remember.
actually like you can't fight. They're just like lizards. Like they're like not lizards. Like they're like pet lizards, pretty much.
you could still fight those.
You could, yeah. It'd be a stomp. Probably literally.
Yeah.
Probably literally.
Yeah, they like, I think if I remember right, like they're just like sloths almost. They just lay there lazily in the tree and just chew on the leaves. That's all they do. Like a koala sloth. It's just the laziest.
Hold on a moment. Do I sense a replacement for Brutus?
I bet
Pull a
Lily
talon
would love
card.
that. I bet.
Don't. Please don't. Don't do
All
this.
I do have animal.
yeah, so
I have animal handling,
He's your
Caesar.
guy.
We could do it. We could do it. I think he'd be a little too friendly with me all the time, though.
Just strap him on the back of one of us, and anytime we have to face the Sith, easy going. Or if we have to face the Jedi.
well, as you guys kind of maneuver through the forest, you see these creatures leap out. Fortunately, they do have the element of surprise. Dash, you do have your reactions back. So in case you have a reaction, I'm not sure what your reactions can do, but you do have yours back now.
All right.
And the first Vortsk is up. They can move 40 feet. He is jutting forward. Unfortunately, he is going right for you, Uli.
We don't get reactions on these, right?
Not until your turn. So you don't get to
Because of
do
the
anything your
surprise.
turn, but once your turn comes up, you get reaction back.
Okay. It's just
That's why
Dash has a
Dash got his
special
back.
thing that he gets a special thing that does it.
I rolled a 25.
Oh no, he had a 25. so he beat everybody.
I'm sorry. I understand now.
All right, so he is running forward. You see him leap at you first, his tail whipping out behind him, the stinger kind of arcing towards you. Oh, why is my thing freezing?
Shows
Seeing that
7.
one. Yeah. So you see the stinger arcing towards you. Even surprised, you're able to easily arc away from it. It just goes right past you, singing. You see some venom leaking off the tail. You see him lean forward. He just launches at you for a bite. And this guy is not the sharpest of the Vords. He rushes for you, teeth baring, and tries to clamp onto you, but luckily you're just proved too fast for him. And the bite just grabs air as he descends back to the ground. All right, Caesar, you have your reaction back.
It would be nice if I had reaction, help action, 30 feet. When we get to 8th level, though, I will have it back at a slightly lower range. I'm picking up the mastery.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
Fortunately, this guy can't. What?
I have a question. Probably not going to come up, but with this, do I get back only one reaction, or do I have both reactions as a scholar?
Oh yeah, you get back both your reactions. Yeah, so you get so
Got it.
basically you'd have like a regular turn, but you just can't do like your action bonus action.
Got it. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no worries. So that guy can't reach Uli, but he is going to take a bite out of Talus. You see him kind of running forward. Same. It almost seems like it's like bred into them. Launch forward with their tail first, and then trying to sink their teeth into their prey. So you see him whip that tail around at Talus. Is that a hit? That is a hit.
Yep.
Oh, well, actually, is that going to be a hit for you, Talus?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Solid. Yeah, so you see this creature come up, its tail whip around, stab into you, and you feel your arm, like as it kind of punctures in, start to go numb. But thankfully, either due to force of will or just for you vaccinating yourself with a ton of your own concoctions, you're able to fight off that paralyzation and keep yourself in the fight. But as you see him land, he is going to launch out once again and try to bite you. But that bite is far too slow. With you're able to keep your own faculties about you and not be locked up in paralyzation, and it completely misses.
And that's 21 points in that first attack.
You have 21 in the first one. All right, unfortunately, Uli, this guy is going to go for you. All right, so his same kind of program launches out with his tail, which will miss, and leans into a bite, which will also miss. Uli,
Dang.
even surprised, you were just kind of like dodging completely around these guys. And you and both Talus now have. Oh yeah, Talus didn't have his reactions. So yeah, so both you guys have your reactions back now, and the last of them is up. And he cannot make it to Uli, so he is going to pick on Caesar. So you see the creature come up, just howling out, flipping its tail at you, and I think that will hit. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con save?
Con save. Oof, all right.
Wait, I think I might have something for this, but it may not work. Multitasker, when the friendly creature you can hear is forced to make a saving throw, you can use my reaction to give critical analysis. Am I able to use critical analysis on myself?
Oh, the friendly creature you can see. Yeah, usually when they say friendly creature, you can do it to yourself too, so.
If I do that and immediately use it on myself, that would bring it up to a 14.
Hold on, it says friendly creature. Do you hate yourself? Because if Caesar does,
oh
you're
no,
not technically friendly.
Perfect. Well,
would that work?
Yeah, that works.
Woo!
Which is good because remember with the invasion we do use max crit rules for the enemies too. Let's see if this would have had advantage, but luckily now the bites are just not hitting. You see he launches forward towards you, expecting you to be paralyzed as well, but just completely goes wide as you pull your arm back. And now we're back in regular combat. Dash, you are
fast.
up.
I take the poison as well with that, right?
You do, yeah. So the poisons, yeah, that's not tied to the Constitution part.
So that's 29. Yeah.
All right, Dash, what are you doing?
So Caesar, you can do that thing again, right? If needed. Yeah. Okay. So
no, I can't use that on myself again.
No, we're not going to use it. It's fine. So Caesar's gonna take a quick look around at all these beasts jumping on us here, and he's going to tell Uli to duck. He's going to say, hug some dirt, and he's going to start spraying. So the first thing he's going to do is my new ability. So heavy weapon supremacy. And I have both features, so I can do it as a bonus action. And that is a lot of text, but the important part is down there at the bottom of each. So I can choose a 10-foot cube area within your weapon's normal reach. Each creature in that area must no more than one size larger than you. I assume they're not bigger than me.
Oh yeah, they're medium creatures. Yeah.
All right. They have to make a wisdom saving throw, which will be 18, or become frightened of you until the end of their next turn. So I'll use it here. So it'll be Uli and then the two dogs. We'll have to make a wisdom 18 save.
All right.
Wisdom 18 save. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, both of them.
All
fail.
right. Nice. So they are both frightened of me. And then he's going to turn to this dog, and he's going to open up. So he's going to just open fire and do 2 shots. So he'll have to make 2 saving throws. And there's 1, 2.
What's the DC for them?
18.
All right, so he'll pass one, fail the other.
All right, so he'll take, so the first one he failed, so he'll take the full 12. And then the second one he passed, so he'll take 5. So he'll take 17 total.
Oh, actually reverse order. So he got 20 on the first one, so he'll take the 5 there and then take the full 14.
All right, nice. Even better. So, yeah, 19 total.
Hey, so how does that look as it all goes off?
So, yeah, so he just pulls out his blaster cannon and just literally just whips it around and says, Uli, duck. And he'll just start spraying, and then he'll, as he's like just pulling the trigger, he'll just kind of hone in on the dog closest to him on his left.
Perfect. You see one of the Vords kind of closest to you, the one that was frightened in his blast with Uli, is going to kind of maneuver away from you. So it's still going to be going after Uli, but Uli, you get an attack of opportunity. And Talus, you don't have a melee weapon in hand, do you?
We can't.
You're muted, Talus.
I'm sorry. I do have a vibro dagger equipped, but aesthetically it would probably be on a belt or something, so easily grabbable. My hands are always empty.
You can punch.
You can punch, yeah.
Every point of damage is a point of damage.
Uli is holding in. He's not going to do an attack, so that's Talus.
Okay.
You gonna punch him?
I mean, Shaw. What
right.
No, never mind. No, I'm not. I'm not. All life is sacred.
Until the explosions come about, right? Until
the explosions come out.
All right. He still has his turn. So unfortunately, he is going to take some bites at you, Uli. You see his tail whips around, tries to snake into you. And that'll miss. And he tries to launch forward with a bite, which will miss as well. You see these creatures usually, as soon as they almost rely on the element of surprise. With you guys kind of circling up, they're struggling a little bit. But Caesar, you are up.
Bonus action, Commander Strike.
All right.
That's going to dash, so he can start spraying these things down.
Yeah. So I'll just continue to focus on the one I was shooting then, unless Caesar wants me to shoot something different.
Take it down. That one's next to the healer.
Hey, there we go.
Nice.
Some better damage.
This guy is just getting blasted, and he looks rough.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Does that count as an attack of opportunity?
Oh, what do you mean?
I think so.
Yeah, because attack of opportunity, they'd have to like move, like they'd have to trigger it with their usually by moving, but they'd have to trigger the. This is just him using his reaction to use the commander strike.
Got it. Never mind then. And then for main action, this is a difficult one because I know Caesar wouldn't run. So, threatening. Give it fear so it has disadvantage and will hopefully want to disperse. Chew on someone else. Even though actually it can't
Alright,
because you have to
so
move closer.
make an intimidation check. Oh, you can beat it with your modifier.
Yeah. Give it a second. There we go.
Nice.
Nice. Does this one have is it just frightened of you or is there anything else with it too?
It is until the end of its your
for 1
next
hour.
turn.
Nice.
No,
Oh, no,
if
can't be frightened. Okay,
it
never mind.
fails, yeah. No, it's frightened of me until the end of it of my next turn, and that's about it.
Nice.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Perfect. All right. The one that's been getting blasted by Dash, just wounded, bleeding. It's going to try to turn its tail and whip at you, Dash.
All right.
I
I think a 16 misses. I
think I
have
got 17.
17. Nice.
All right. It's going to take a bite at you. And it is going to try to pull off. So the bite will hit. Give me a DC 14 strength saving throw. And if you or Talus can take an attack of opportunity with a melee weapon, or if you have a hand free to punch, you can definitely do so.
I'm actually going to use my reaction to parry instead. So reduce it by 6. Terrible.
Oh, actually, unfortunately, you don't have a reaction.
You're right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I already used it. Yep.
So you see it's wounded, tail between its legs, and it is starting to rush off. All right. This one is frightened 2 of Dash. So we put on disadvantage. You see it is still hungry, trying to avoid Dash, but trying to get its prey. You see its tail whip out towards Uli with disadvantage. Super misses. Bite following. Which will miss as well. You see it just howling, trying to try circling and trying to find an opening to get its force using prey. And Uli, you are up.
All right. Do I feel like we're in one of those bubbles?
Oh, so you're not in the bubble right now.
I'm not. Okay. I'm going to activate my ring of force, whatchamacallit, and do saber assault. Oh, sorry, I gotta click the level. I'm going to do 2 attacks on that one immediately below me to start. They both are unhurt, right? They're like unharmed?
Yeah, both those guys are fine.
Okay.
They're just frightened right now.
So coming in hard on him with an 18.
All right.
All right. So 9 kinetic, and then he needs to make the DC save. Do not be shocked. So is he supposed to have disadvantage?
I don't. Not on the save. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, then he makes it, and I think it's no damage or No lightning damage if he doesn't do it. Anyway, that is attack 1 that hits. And so he gains a slowed level. Oh, no, wait. He has to make a dexterity saving throw now. Or get the slow level. Yeah, he makes it. I think my DC is 16. Okay. Second attack coming in. Pew, 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 pew.
Nice. That'll hit.
22. Same thing again. Let's make a
2 dex.
2 dex.
So
yep.
lightning and
Yeah, he
then
makes
saber
both of them.
assault.
He makes both of them. Dang. Okay, so that one doesn't go. Now I gotta think. Probably gonna have 2 of these dudes on me, attacking me. Well, they hit, right? Let me try. Or no, wait. I think stunning strike is only with the bonus action attack, right?
Oh, no, you can use Sonic Strike on
Oh, no,
any of your
that's right.
attacks.
All right, I'm going to throw a stunning strike at him.
All right.
I don't think I made that into attack.
Oh, he'll fail.
Nice. So he is stunned, which I probably should have done that to begin with.
Makes it a little bit easier with saber assault.
Yeah. Stunned is let me look that up real quick.
Can't take actions, and especially for saber assault. This matters, and for your lightning too, I guess. They automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws.
Okay. And advantage against him with attacks. Okay. Screw it. Let's go for the gold. Let's do a martial arts attack on him with my bonus action. Oh, forgot to.
How's that crit fish it? Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh, dang. For another 9 kinetic. Not bad.
Oh, 10, because he automatically fails.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
And
now
what's your
he's shocked as
saber
well.
assault?
Oh, that's right. That triggers a saber assault.
I can't remember if that goes by failure or by hit for that. I use that for my other character, but I'm blanking on it.
What do you mean? That's for you have to hit to actually proc whatever thing.
Oh
is.
no, my question was I need to read it again. But if it would start at number 1 or if it would start at number 3, I can't remember if it was on hit or failure to the different things. I know saber assault has like a cascading of number of effects.
Sorry, yeah. So he so does he automatically fail it?
He automatically fails. Oh, so it looks like it is hit, so it's not failure. So he takes 2d6, roll 2d6 damage.
2d6. Okay.
And they can't take bonus actions on his next turn. Nice.
Oh, dang. He got
He is
How's he
looking bloodied.
Bloodied. Okay. He is he's gotten the tar kicked out of him. I already spent a focus point in one of my rings. I will call that good and just kind of look at him.
All right. Talus, you are up.
All right. I am going to use my explosive distribution system to fire off some of that good old koto into the air. Should hit everybody if I throw it right here into the center or somewhere right here. It's got a 10-foot radius. And because I've also got smart dispersal, I pick all of us to affect by it. And I will also throw on a potent aptitude. And this is temporary hit points, my friends. This goes away at the beginning of my next turn, I believe. Which is cool because I'm last.
Sure.
So everybody gets 15 temporary HP.
Nice.
Dang.
And then I will throw Bonus action tactical barrier onto Caesar. So you have a +2
Thank
to your
you.
AC.
Listen, you just quintupled my current HP and gave me a thank you so much. It is very much needed.
And then I'm going to go ahead and move behind Dash. And that's it.
Perfect. You guys see the Kolto spraying through the air and the barrier script springing up around Caesar, which is
He's
just in
frightened.
time. Oh, yes, this one's fine. So, yeah, he is going to try and continue biting and slashing at you, but unfortunately with disadvantage. You see it flick its tail towards you. And that should miss, right?
Yep, that misses. Current AC is
Sweet.
20.
He is going to bite at you as well. Oof.
Reaction, greater energy shields from
Wait,
my
wait.
rage.
What's the chances it does more than 18 damage? Okay, yeah, we're gonna need that shield.
I'm gonna reaction cast greater energy shield. And that's gonna be a charge out of my ring of tech storing.
Perfect. And then just out of curiosity, let's see if this would be more than 18. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Caesar's current AC is 25 until his next turn.
It would have had the +9. I don't know why it's treating like a crit. But yeah, it would have had that 19.
Yeah.
So definitely a good call there. You see the Vorts leap out its teeth, gnashing, almost breaking against that energy shield. You see it whimper, and it is going to start trying to take off as well. So, Caesar, you can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like as well. Or if you have a melee
Unfortunately,
weapon.
he is unarmed.
All right, so that's your punch
You
him.
could grab his
you
tail.
See that Vort's gonna
You
skitter off.
don't understand. He can't punch. One hand's got a shield.
Oh,
Just hit him with the stub.
The other one. Well, could I?
yeah, you can hit him with the stub. Yeah.
Improvised weapon.
You know
You
what?
kick him. Same thing.
I'll do it. Add +3 to this because of proficiency. I'm just rolling my strength. 7 to hit.
So you punch after he's already run away. After he's
You showed him.
Yeah, that's a you. Yeah, you better run.
Dash, you are up.
All right. So I'll turn my attention to, I guess, the two that haven't fled, and I'll move down, get a little bit better line of sight here, and I'll use my burst. So I'll hit both of these in my burst attack, and I'll make 2 attacks here. And one of them is stunned still, right?
Automatically fails. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So, let's see if this kills the first one. So, I'll make my first attack, and so it'll be a 10, but max damage on that because auto fail would have be 18.
It is still up, but barely.
All right. Then I'll make another burst attack. So then, man, okay, those are different rolls, just same numbers. Okay, so another 10, so the other one I have to save again.
All right, so he'll pass he'll fail the first one, pass the second one.
All right, so he'll take just 5 on that one, and then For my bonus action, I'll just try to frighten him again, just to get him out of here. So yeah, he'll just have to make a wisdom save of 18. Nice.
fail.
He is frightened. And that'll be my turn.
Sweet. So blaster fire scorches through the air. You see the Vortsk running left, right. Oh, actually, you took one down. How'd that look?
Yeah, so I'm just like peppering the ground. So you can see just blaster fire just popping up out of the ground. You can see kind of dirt spray, and it just kind of clips him as he's trying to probably dodge back and forth to get out of it.
Yeah, you see those blasters burning through and just holes ripping into the Vortsk. Little sprays of evaporated blood through the air. You hear the Vortsk give a sad howl as it crumples to the ground. And then the last Vorsk in combat is frightened. It is going to whip its tail around at Uli, trying to snare its prey. It'll miss. It's going to take a bite at Uli as well. Oh, what's your hit? Make a DC 14 strength saving throw, Uli.
Uday.
Do we lose Uli?
Yes.
Oh, we did
Yeah.
lose Uli. He just lost connection. All right, we'll have him roll that too. And he's logging back in, making an attack of. I'm going to throw it in there. Caesar, you've already used your reaction, but this guy is going to try to take off as well.
Wait, I have 2 reactions,
Oh, yeah, you do, yeah. Redeem yourself.
which I'm probably
No.
yeah.
Welcome
yeah,
back, Uli.
I'll
You
have
get an
it.
attack
Just
of
Drop
opportunity.
everything.
So that's a 17 to hit
That'll hit.
for 2 damage.
Okay.
Wait, but we're not done yet. Hold on, I actually
Wait.
have something for this.
Did it bite me though?
It did.
Yeah, I wanted to try to mitigate that damage instead of opportunity attack.
Perfect. So
With my,
try to mitigate and give a strength saving throw.
Strength saving through. Oof. Yeah.
Sweet. So you bring that down to 0 damage, but you are knocked to the ground.
Knocked on my butt. All right.
Bring him back. He's going
Oh,
nowhere.
no
You
escape.
can no escape. All right. What's that? Let me read that real quick.
4 levels of slow. He's going nowhere. And I get to add some damage to that.
He's going to turn and kill you.
All right.
Yes, he Total of 6 damage in total of everything.
Sweet. See, what's that look like?
It's Caesar stomping on its foot so it can't get away. Just one big dig his heel into its paw.
I imagine Caesar's wearing some combat boots. Some combat boots stomped on his paw. You hear some bones crack, and the Vortsk is stuck with you guys.
Which Vortsk is that, by the way? when does that one go?
One's dead. So it's the only one that's still there. And
It goes now.
Oh, oh, and
No, that was his turn.
Oh, okay, yeah, he just went.
Oh,
Sorry.
thank God! Thank
Yeah.
God!
No, you're up now.
Dirt.
Yeah.
You're up, Caesar. You kept him there.
Can I keep kicking him?
Yeah, if you want it.
I mean, he's on. I gotta look at the shoulder blaster real fast to see what kind of what it has, because I might be able to shoot him with disadvantage, but I'm afraid I'll miss pretty bad. That's rapid. What's rapid do again?
It's the thing that I use. They make a save instead of a attack roll.
Yeah, I can do that with my shoulder blaster. It's a smart weapon, so it has a. Let's see here. Smart
Sweet. So
15.
unless you have, I forget what Dash has, they will make that slave with advantage though.
Oh, in that case, I'm just gonna punch because that's funny,
I
and
don't
it might be.
know.
Bunch of-
I don't know if that's. I think rapid doesn't get disadvantage for being close though.
You crit with the stub.
Yeah, they'll
Nice.
just bringing the boot up onto the head this time.
All right. So that is.
That's not any more damage. There's no dice. It's just a modifier. That's 2.
I'll give you the strength modifier times 2. So was that 3
3.
damage? 3 damage.
3 damage. Then Caesar will give a nod to Dash, and I'm going to expend 1 last superiority dice so he can kill this thing. Commander strike.
Yeah, I'll take a rapid fire shot.
Misa, have him right where you want him.
Oh,
Holy
nice.
shit.
That was a pretty good roll.
He has not a disadvantage, but he will fail that.
Nice.
Dash, how do you take down this poor Lawrence?
Yeah, so I assume Caesar's still got like his giant foot like holding his paw down, so he's just like stuck. So I just go like point blank range and just open up on him from like 2 feet away.
You guys smell just the burning fur in the air. Chunks of the Vornsk are everywhere. And actually, let me ask. So those 2 are dead. Are you guys going to pursue the fleeing Vornsk, or are you letting them go?
Did they look like wild beasts? Oh, sorry, Dash.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, did they look like wild beasts, or did they look like a tame pack or something? Is there any?
No,
do
they
just
look
like
completely wild. They've got
okay?
matted fur, no collars. They look like they probably smelled something good. Being Uli, and
They
decided to
sensed
see if they
something
could.
good. Yeah.
Yes,
All
they
right.
decided to see if they could bring him down.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like something that was sicked on us or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, this was just like the natural environment coming at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him run and tell his friends not to mess with us. So he's good. Got to leave one to tell the tale, right?
Waste of ammo.
Yeah. How far away would he be if I was to get a shot? I don't want to like
so
chase him, but I'm just curious.
These 2 would still. Oh, so this one. Before Dash goes, so 2 of them would go. They would be 70. So both of them would be 70 feet off the map.
Okay. Yeah, so they'd still be in range, assuming I have line of sight. I'm just going to take 1 shot.
All right.
That I guess the one that's running off maybe to the right. And if I kill him, I kill him. If not, just make sure he keeps going. And it'll be a rapid shot.
Sweet. That's the one to take a shot at too. I think that's the one you hit before. If he fails us, yeah, it's out of end.
So I just imagine like I just kind of like hold my finger up like I'm gauging the wind, like just lining it up, and I just like fire off like 5 seconds of shots, just and like little fade shot, like I'm stepping back as I take it.
Force lights up with blaster fire. And you see the running Vorts just topple and just start twitching on the ground. But yeah, you guys have survived your first encounter with the Vorns in the hostile planet of Myrkr. We're going to take a quick break. So we're going to come back at 8:41 and get into a little bit more of the adventure. welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of our invasion. Before we dive into another shout out, make sure to join us next week, Thursday, for our Avatar Legends actual play. We're going to be giving away a copy of the system. You get to see if you like Powered by the Apocalypse style games, you can see this one kind of stretched out, and I've seen some pretty cool things from it so far. So definitely make sure to join us for that. But yeah, let's dive back in. So the group kind of began their journey through Myrkr after seeing some gunfire or blaster fire on the other side of the jungle. They began making their way through and were attacked by the predatory Voronsk, who seemed to be hunting the force-sensitive Uli. The group banded together pretty well and blasted them away, burning 3 down completely, I should say, and with one escaping with his life. And the group did spend some time patching their wounds. And I had to bail out as you guys were talking. Did you guys doing a short rest, or what'd you all do?
I used my healer ability to use the trauma kit and heal directly instead of just the regular default thing the trauma kit does of stabilizing. It does 1d6 plus 4 plus number of hit dice, so 6. So
Nice.
that
Doesn't that require a short rest, though?
No, you can do it once. Like you can heal like that with the trauma kit once per short or long rest. So they can only get that done once per rest, but it's better if you can't short rest. It's better than nothing, especially if you have no med pack.
I would not be opposed to a quickened short rest. That chance of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I think we've burned enough resources, and I don't want to risk exhaustion. I'm in favor of a real short rest to spend a hit die and get back tech points. Well, I'm not going to get any tech points back, but get back a point in aptitude and an explosive dispersal system. If you guys are down.
I didn't use anything that fight, so I'm whatever you want to do, I'm good.
Yeah, Uli would like to get going, but he understands, so he's fairly indifferent. If you two need it, better to take it, get back to full than.
I am in vote for speed.
I imagine waiting around, we're going to have a few more friends, or the chance of.
Exactly.
And you guys did see a firefight, I'll say, too.
Yeah, so actually, it might be better just to go straight forward and see how the firefight's going before making any rest.
The first level of exhaustion is disadvantage on pretty much everything, right?
Just
Only
skills
skills checks.
Okay.
Berger would know that one, unfortunately. He said, like, with I don't know with Caesar as much, but with one of his other characters.
No, with Caesar was exhausted for a while. I had 5 levels exhaustion on Ichabod, and I swear for like 8 sessions straight. I had at least 1 level of exhaustion. Even when it gets healed, right back up again. Funniest shit I ever seen.
Sweet. So are you guys resting, heading back towards the base, or rushing in towards where the firefight was?
It seems that we are rushing towards the firefight and not resting. So instead of the short rest and expending a hit die, I will just make that roll be one of my med packs. Does that work for you, Tegan?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
All right. We guys set off through the jungle again. Uli leading the way, and we'll use that same survival check you had from before. So you expertly lead the way through, and you don't see or sense any more of those Voronsk hunting you on the trail. But eventually, you do kind of come towards where you thought, like, or kind of where you heard those blasters coming from, and you see a little bit of a scene around you. You see kind of burned trees where it looks like blaster burns may have impacted into them. You don't see any people around as of yet, but you see actually a pretty an investigation check as you guys all check this area out.
Okay. Investigation? Well. So astute.
Help action to Talus, since Caesar would be sticking near him right now because of the lifesaver he gave. So advantage to Talus.
Yes, give another first roll. Definitely the good one there. So Talus and Caesar, did you guys look around this and Sherlock Holmes a little bit? You see a number of different things that kind of stand out to you. You notice the blaster burns, and it looks like kind of two sides exchanged blaster fire. One of them looked to have a pretty nice kind of a carbine rifle. You see kind of like, it looks like definitely customized, definitely tricked out a little bit. And you see some of those burns on there. And the others just kind of seem to have their own standard blaster style rifles. You see what looks to be both blood in certain areas. Kind of most of like the blood you see is kind of arrayed on the side closer towards the base. But you also do see on the outside kind of where looks like kind of the two sides are exchanging fire. You do see a bit of both blood on that side, as well as kind of like bits of metal, mechanical oil, all of that, kind of all sustaining the ground on there. Uh, with that, though, especially with you guys' high rolls, you also notice too that it looks like after the firefight, two beings were dragged away. One significantly heavier than the other, kind of leaving some deep imprints, and one with a 22, yeah, I'll give it one. Look at the pretty heavy on their own too, but almost looks like they have a tail imprint as well. Kind of you see their feet being dragged, and you see something heavy as well, which Talus you're able to surmise is probably a tail, kind of being dragged through the jungle foliage, off not towards the base, but a little bit deeper into the jungle.
This is the location of the firefight, right?
Yeah, this is where the firefight took place.
I'm guessing that the drag marks are most likely some of those beasts coming out and just dragging the dead from the fight, potentially. Is there any way I could check to see if that's...
Oh, you can make a survival check.
Yeah.
In addition to that, would Caesar, knowing that the Crusaders overhead, be able to piece together this might be possibly a Wookiee or heavily armored person, in addition to most likely a Trandoshan that was dragged away?
Yeah. So yeah, you can give me a survival check as well. Talus, unfortunately, you're with the jungle foils. You're really not able to gather much outside of seeing those drag marks leave the area. Caesar, taking a look at this, you see, kind of take like the looking around the area. You see some of the footprints and tail prints. You'd guess definitely a reptilian, not a Trandoshan, but definitely a big reptile. Yeah, or like not big, but like a human-sized big reptile. Uh, maybe a bearbell, maybe kind of another species with a tail on that side, kind of dragged through. Look at the other prints too. You see that's definitely most likely a droid. And this doesn't look like it was carried off by the. It doesn't look like it has like a paw prints being carried off. You see kind of in between the drag marks. It looks like these are kind of human-sized boots dragging them off.
Caesar will point out to the group and to Talus, kind of just think deeply as he's looking at this right here. And any ideas of what this could mean? Namely, perhaps who they were fighting. They were shooting at someone, and someone was definitely shooting back.
Well, I think that the only way we're going to find out is following these drag marks.
Sunk cost fallacy. We've already used quite a bit of medical supplies getting here. Best to see this through. Just in case this is someone we're supposed to save.
And Tegan, this is just like a little outpost, right? Like it's not even a base of any kind? Or is it just like a basic fortification? Like where they were having the shootout, was it just two groups shooting out in like a clearing, or
oh yeah,
there a
like
building?
No building. They were fighting in the
Okay.
jungle.
Okay. I thought they were like at some like outpost or something.
Oh no, yeah, they were just kind of
Okay.
fighting in the. You used to kind of see just some smattering of the trees and bushes. This fight took place.
Well, we could always approach with caution. Whoever they are, they sure had enough people with them to take out another group that came after them. So we should be on our guard.
Okay, so stealth anyone?
Yeah.
Talus will tap his backpack and he'll be like, "Well, I'm saving that for later for the bigger facility, but I think we should definitely be careful going in here until we know exactly who we're dealing with."
Yeah, probably wise if we just stick close and have our weapons ready, primed for anything in case we do find something we need to attack. But I could lead the way again if you want. Seem to have a knack for these jungles. One jungle's kind of the same after a while. Like, oh, to be in the jungle again. It's not exactly how I imagined it, but I'll take it. Soil beneath your feet. Don't you guys feel that in the air? You smell it?
I
Smell
felt
of
it
nature.
when I fell out of the tree.
Oh, you might have something stuck up your nose still. Took the wind out of you when you did that. Next time, leave it to me. I appreciate the help, but I got it. I don't want to see you hurt.
I'll keep any comments about burning this ward down to the ground to myself.
Yeah, so far I see why the Jedi avoid it. Good reason that thing got deleted out of a computer. This place sucks.
It could be a good world for what Zerk is doing right here. Developing weapons that can counter Force users.
Yeah, but what if they're not the only one? I mean, they're coming after this technology. I'm assuming we're like walking and talking. It's not just standing around.
Do the walk and talk.
But yeah, I mean, they built it to stop Jedi and fight Sith and Jedi. I mean, but what if somebody else takes it and uses it? That's even worse. I don't know how it's someone's worse than Zerka, but somehow
The
there's always one bastard.
The Crusaders are overhead, and they have proven before they are willing to work with the Yuzong Vong.
Right, which is what concerns me.
Truly.
Look at what they build. They get a hold of something that, yeah, I'll leave it there. Anyway, we should probably start being quiet now.
Yes.
Do we know, Tegan, based on how we're going, like how far up ahead they might be? Like, do the tracks look fresh, or I don't know if there is actually any way to actually tell that. But
Let's see. So, 23. So the tracks do look freshest, like probably like last 10, 15 minutes or so. The 23, I also say too, you see like these, like those two, like the Trandoshan, not the Trandoshan, like the kind of the heavy set lizard, the Barabel, and the droid being pulled back. But you also see kind of tracks too that look just slightly fresher. Heavy, like a kind of mixture between like heavy set, all combat boots, seem to be like heading off towards that same direction too.
Gotta
these
be.
guys are. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It'd be really helpful if we had Vars here to check out these prints. Tell us if they're Mandalorian or, potentially somebody else.
Well,
Would
we
have been
could
really
always,
rad if that summoned him right then and there.
could always take a look at it. I mean,
He just shows up right now.
could always just take a look at it, see if we recognize anything. At least get a set of, how many people are actually in this group.
Oh yeah, so somebody else can make an investigation check on that one, see if they can determine
Yeah,
after Caesar points out the prints how many
some-
are.
Somebody
out
else
there.
should make that. It's not my forte.
I'll assist and sorry, I was muted. I'll assist and give a temporary boost. D6.
Yeah, so
Who are you
Dash
assisting?
can take a look.
Nice. Yeah, so taking a look at this, you'd guess there's so definitely with the group that pulled off those two, the droid and the heavyset lizard, you'd guess there's probably about two of them. So they kind of see some struggles with having moving those two big guys. But you also see too the group pursuing them. There's about 4 humanoids. But you also see it looks like they've got you see some hoof prints, or not hoof print, paw prints, kind of interspersed amongst the two of the ones in the pursuing group, almost like they've had it on close by, almost as if it was on leash.
Yeah, so I'll kind of relay that to the group.
So we're looking at 6 people plus whatever else they're dragging, plus the 2 guys. Ugh. Well, that's quite a bit for just us. So what do we do here?
Talus
Right.
quietly readies explosion.
Yeah, we'll get the jump on him.
Are we game for that? I mean,
I saw what you did to the senator. We just do that.
I think we got kind of lucky when we did that, but well,
There's no such thing.
if we're going in, we got to be all in.
Well, we do want to identify who they are first. If they are Zerka associated, we could of course get their help or assist them in whatever situation's currently going on, But this seems a little interesting. I'm not really familiar, or am I, Tegan, with Zerka's foot soldiers or guards or mercenaries that they might hire, anything like that?
Yes, Zerka does definitely have kind of an array of foot soldiers and guards and things they employ. What type of familiarity are you talking about?
So, for a location like this, would it be beyond Zerka to hire mercenaries to kind of guard an outpost or anything?
Yeah, depending on this facility, they'll either hire internally or bring in Myrks. Because the team that was brought in with the HK unit with Myrks, so they brought in to clean up with the facility. It kind of depends on what the opportunity is and what the most economical decision is, whether to bring in their own internal units or hire somebody else.
Well, I'll relay kind of my thoughts towards that to the group. Potentially, we could be running into the individuals that we are already tracking to be here. So, hold your fire until proven otherwise.
Okay. Are we going to be able to identify them by uniform, or what are we looking out for? Or do we just want you to we want you to make the call with the explosion? We'll know who to attack. We'll wait for you to light somebody on fire, and then
We are heavily going to be relying on my perception, I guess. But I don't intend on being in the front for this. So
Watch for a minute, if and see if they say "liberation for all."
I don't know. I don't know if that's an identifier for them all the time, but yeah.
Yeah. Has Dash ever worked with any of the Zerka Mercs? Would he kind of have an idea of maybe their operations and how they identify and maybe some of the tactics they might have used?
Um, give me a lore check. Yeah, so you've worked with Zerka Mercs, but one of the things you've kind of found with Zerka is they will hire whoever is discreet and does the job if they outsource it. So when they do hire the Mercs, they have kind of their own operating procedure under Zerka. The biggest thing is they usually go for discretion, people that can do the job, but they don't ask questions.
Yeah. So I would just kind of respond, be like, yeah, I've worked with these types of guys before. They're not going to have any insignia. They're not going to have a big logo that says Zerka. You might tell them from the other guys because, well, honestly, they're a little less zealot.
Everybody make an intelligence check too.
That was a save. Subtract 3 from that. That's a 16.
So Caesar, Uli, and Dash, you guys all notice that there's a difference. There's a time difference, or kind of a freshness difference between the two tracks. The drag tracks get to be earlier. You see some of those combat boots with two different people dragging off the heavy creature and the droid. And you see the other tracks with the four humanoid tracks, as well as the creatures on leash, seem to be a little bit more fresh. Came a little bit like about at least a few minutes time later.
maybe they're in pursuit of the group and they're not actually supporting them. See, look, they came right after them. Maybe that other group was successful and they got the hell out of there before they got snapped up by the other group. But those tracks, I don't know. If it's those same things again, won't they see me coming? That'll give us away. I don't know what to do here. I feel like I'm endangering the mission.
Can you
planet is-
suppress your force? Turn it down.
I know it's possible. I can't. I mean, I don't even that great control over it. I got some, but not enough to turn it off. I don't think. I've never tried, but I don't think so. Like, give it a shot.
So Dash just go. He just kind of look. He goes. Reality is that group's not getting away. They've got a down teammate that they're trying to get through. The tracks aren't going to dry up. They're going to catch them. Said, let's just follow these tracks until we hear fighting, and then we'll jump in.
It's not a bad idea. Hopefully we catch them before they, die. But I guess that's better than nothing. At least it, they were far enough away that maybe they don't sense me. I don't know. I feel like this whole planet knows I'm here. It's just very creepy. I feel like I'm being watched at all times. The forests have the hills have eyes, man.
All right, you guys pursuing?
Yeet.
Are we all good with this? It's pretty much in for it all if we're going that way.
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with this course action.
And
Okay.
Tegan, are we going farther away from the base at this point? Like it's still going in that same away direction?
It is kind of heading a little away from the direction. So kind of actually, and you guys notice I'll give it to you for free. It looks like kind of on the same beeline away from the base, the tracks are going. So it looks like they're probably heading towards some places they were fleeing.
Okay. Well, shall we?
Yes.
Let's go right behind you.
All right. Help me keep an eye out, will you? Whoever else is proficient with perception. Uli will
All
take
right, buddy.
point.
Roll some stealth checks, guys.
Am I able to temp boost my stealth?
Unfortunately, this will not be a temp boost once it's going to be an ongoing one.
Well,
That's not
You
great.
You have some like spell you could use or something, don't
I don't.
Wow.
We did not pass.
you? We're like super sneaky.
I was about to say before Caesar dash rolled, you guys have inspo, but you guys have 3. So that really wouldn't help too much here. All right. Yeah, so you guys maneuvered through the forest. Uli was the same survival roll from before, so you're able to kind of navigate them through without any of the dangers of the planet sneaking up on you or kind of making you their meal. But you do kind of get closer to the blaster fire, and you start to hear more kind of shouts and blaster fire, and you start to hear howls similar to the creatures you encountered before, but these seems like slightly different, like not as feral, not as untamed. You get almost like there's a degree of discipline to these howls. And you guys are kind of sneaking up for a while, just fine. But either a crack of a tree limb beneath you or an errant push of one of the branches aside reveal your presence. And as you guys kind of poke through the clearing of trees, you see a scene around you. You see this small, like cabin-looking piece. It looks like almost like a little outpost made of wood. Pretty not crude, like well designed. Like it looks like it was definitely like droid built. It doesn't look like kind of a typical Zerka design, but you could definitely see that it is well built, well kind of manufactured versus like hand carved. Trying to imitate like a homesy feel without actually being like kind of designed log cabin. And around it, you see 4 humanoids. You see a rough-looking Wookiee with a kind of vibro blade on his back, or vibro glaive, I should say, on his back, just howling at the this cabin. His blaster or his bowcaster in his hand, shooting burst into the cabin. You also see a human on one side, kind of tapping into his data pad, as well as kind of occasionally triggering off blaster bolts through one of the cabin windows. You also see an Aqualish as well, and what looks to be a kind of a humanoid in a long flowing cloak and a mask around them, Kalish, with in his hand a leash, and you see another of those Voronsk. In the front of the Aqualish as well, you see another of the Voronsk too, kind of howling and occasionally like just trying to scamper towards the cabin. Every now and then, you'll see kind of from the direction you guys are approaching, a human pop out and trigger 2 blasts with his rifle before popping back in, trying to return fire at those shooting at him. And let me throw you guys on the map. You guys won't be hidden or have a surprise on this one, but you guys will be coming from the kind of the far end with the Wookiee in front of you guys on that side. and we'll see this scene played out in front of you. And with the kind of tree branch snap
Over
or
here.
right down there, or whatever triggered them, you see the Wookiee howl out. You see the Vorns kind of bay and kind of just growl, and you see the what looks to be kind of just pure Crusader forces on the outside turn towards you guys and assume a fighting stance, with the inside being filled with blaster fire from the lone human. Sweet, let me put up the roll initiative.
I've not had the best of luck with these Crusader Wookiees. Who wants to take them? Because I gotta walk into melee with someone. Who's taking Wookiee?
You don't have to walk into melee with anyone.
No, I have to.
You know.
It's tradition. See,
Tegan, did you say that we are getting surprised or not getting surprised?
Not getting surprised, you guys. Real terrible.
Yeah.
I swear, my backup to Caesar's gonna be a Wookiee. Hey, there is a surprise.
So, what'd I miss?
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
timing.
hey!
Yeah,
Literally,
perfect
perfect timing.
Yeah, Deus Ex Machina right now.
We do get a
back
surprise.
Sweet. So roll in for initiative. This is really perfect timing. The crew is they're trying to sneak up on some Zerka forces that have got two beings and got three beings trapped in a cabin with one humanoid popping out occasionally and shooting blaster bolts. But yeah, you guys are on Myrkr and trying to save this crew. So let me get the last guy initiative and get this going.
What the hell
I'm
happened?
kind
to
of
my
surprised
HP?
you guys haven't tried to do tactical today.
Oh, that's why we're getting messed up. Should we do tactical?
I rolled a
Unfortunately, too late
24.
now.
I don't want to do tactical.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it now. We're all pretty crap. Unless you want to go on a 7, I would say no.
Listen, every time we don't do tactical, things go wrong.
The last fight went pretty good.
There will be 2 of them that don't go before we get to go at all. We will get so messed up.
One of the yeah.
All right, so we got the crew in there. Dash, you're up first.
All right. So, what is this guy over here? What kind of weapon does he wield over there?
So he's the one that has a bowcaster in his hands and a vibroglaive on his back.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna see the Wookiee in front of me, so why not? So the first thing I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna take and throw a grenade. Because that seems like a good idea.
Light it up.
And it will be a stun grenade. So the save on that's a DC 14 con. And it'll hit just the Wookiee. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because it'll just hit the side of the building there.
You will save, unfortunately.
It was worth a shot. And then I'm going to open up with two rapid fire shots on it. So it'll be 2 saves. 1 and 2.
Nice. You fail the first, pass the second.
Nice. So he will take. So you rolled a 3. Okay. So he'll take 20 plus 5, so 25. And you
Nice.
know what? I'll just action search. So I'm going to do 2 more shots. I'm just going to take 4 shots at him in total here.
All right.
So 1 and 2. Nice.
Fail the first and the second.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Ooh, he takes 46 more. Wow.
Yeah, he went from looking completely healthy to barely standing. He is swaying. Fur is burned. You smell the singed fur in the air. Blood pouring out. He is barely on his feet.
And then I'll just look over to Caesar and I say, "You can finish him." And I'll step just maybe like 10 feet off to the side over here.
No, I don't think I will. Bonus action Commander's Strike.
All right.
Is that one to me?
And I see you. It's like, no, I don't think I will. You have it.
So I just look back. Really, really, Commander? And I'll just do another rapid shot.
All right. This could,
I have really
if he
good
does
rolls
not
today.
save, he is dead.
Oh, he saved, so
does
it'll
he
be
save?
5 damage.
Yeah, he is swaying. He is breathing heavily, blood pouring out. He usually has 3 seconds to live, for lack of a better way to put it. Caesar,
I'm
you
gonna
are.
shoot him
That's
with
your,
my shoulder blaster.
all right.
Is this the Wookiee?
The one, yeah. Fortunately, that blast will go
I-
wide.
This is the point where Caesar looks over to Dash. This is why I told you to go after him. Do not worry, I can take him.
All right.
And that will be the end of Caesar's turn.
So you see one of the Crusaders, the human on the left side, ready his sniper rifle, and just level it at Caesar, kind of pulling back. You see him sight through the shots. He's going to use precision shot and make a sniper rifle attack. That will
That's
hit.
gonna hit. Oh!
Oh, that's a rough one. That's a
Oh no! I'm down. I'm down +8 on that one.
so you see him sight through the thing, quick trigger, catches Caesar in the chest and hurls him to the ground. Make a Constitution saving throw. Nice.
Hey,
So you are just down. No failed death saves, no wounds. But you are down. He does have another attack though, and he is going to shift towards Dash. You won't have an advantage on this one though, and he will miss. So you see him kind of cocky as he moves his rifle over, triggers that first blast, takes you down. He tries to do a quick trigger at Dash, but Dash is able to easily avoid the shot.
all right. I want to bring up something important. These dogs have paralytic poison, and I think we have a don't we have a back the tank back at the Novacana?
I don't think you guys have a back to take.
All right. I'm in trouble then. Unless you can keep me paralyzed for a couple days until we get to a back to tank.
You're not dead yet. That's fine.
Yeah, you're just down.
True.
Yeah.
All right, you guys see a human pop out of the building, ready his blaster rifle, and he actually points it at the Wookiee. And you see him take a shot. Oh, where's it at? Oh, his sheet is frozen for some reason. Yeah, we see him pop out and take his shot, and hopefully we can get this to roll. Did it come for you guys?
Nope.
Nope, I didn't see
Last
it.
thing we see is a sniper rifle attack with 12
Weird.
on the roll.
Yeah, it hasn't come through for me either, but I keep clicking it and it doesn't do anything.
We'll get like 12 here in a second.
I'm going to reload real quick and see if that will help. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, now they're coming in.
Sweet. Oh, so you crit on that first one against the Wookiee. You see him kind of pop out, trigger that blaster fire. You see him just burn down the Wookiee. You see just kind of lined up with Caesar's body. And just blaster fire hits him in the back, and he crumples to the ground. And he is going to pop back behind his cover. And that'll be Vino's turn. And the Vornsk are up. All right, this one is going to dash over here and mess.
Pop off a shot as soon as he gets within 30 range of me, though.
All right.
Let's see. Stop him in his tracks. With precision shot attack.
Precision it up. Nice. That'll hit.
Thank goodness. All right. That stops our boy in his tracks. Thanks to that good old
damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Hooray for Sentinel fighting style.
How's that look?
As I see he's about to like barrel towards us, and I shoot him in it's like a dog, so his front paw, kind of like slowing his advance, and there he is. Hell yeah! All right.
Yeah, you stop him in his tracks. You see the creature kind of rear up short and just howl out in pain. But yeah, definitely that stops him there. Yeah, he's gonna take, because he can't move forward at all. So yeah, he's gonna take the dodge action for the rest of his turn.
Okay.
All right, this Vornsk is going to run into the facility, and you see he stops, almost smells the guy like this deep heft of the bearable. But you see this creature is wearing a collar around his neck, like twitches for a second before running past the bearable and towards Vino, the human that took down the Wookiee. He is going to lash out with his tail, which will hit. All right, so he's my con save. And he will fail. So you see Vito kind of see the Vorts pop in, see its tail whip out, and all of a sudden you hear kind of a clunk as Vino is impacted with the tail, and then you see the Vorts like rear back with its fangs and try to bite poor Vino. And that will hit for 9 kinetic damage and is paralyzed, so he is knocked to the ground, prone. All right. As you see this occurring, you see the Kalish warrior going to spin his kind of tribal sword, and he is going to run towards Vars. He's actually going to have to dash too, so he will use his action doing that. And Talos, you're up. And you're on mute for talking.
Yeah, here we go again. Sorry, I've been trying to think of so much to do, and I'm really conflicted. All right, I'm going to move to Caesar. I will bonus action Koto Pack
Thank you.
for 9. And then I'm going to do another explosive dispersal. I can't reach Vars from where we are, so it's just going to be this small group of us where I'm at. So that'll be temp HP that lasts until the beginning of my next turn. You guys will get this, and I'm also going to throw in a potent aptitude as well. So 18 THP.
Nice.
End of next turn, not the beginning of my next turn.
That's almost half my total HP and temp HP. Thank you.
Nice. All right. Anything else Talos can do?
I'm sorry. I'm going to step back to my original spot, and that is it.
Perfect. How did that wave of healing look like for Caesar and the rest of the crew?
Excuse me. So I just charged through, and I go, not again. And you just see me lean down, and I'm just like, and I just stab him, and Caesar's like, and and then just I hit a button, put something in my wrist pad, and just a wave of cold soul just goes up, probably about 10. Well, small dispersal system goes up and just, and then kind of Febreze sprays across the area, kind of a glimmer of green, greenish blue that everybody can see as it gets showered across all of us.
Nice. All right, Vars, you are up.
All right. Well, first thing Vars is going to do is raise his rifle at the Kalish that decided to charge him and try to hit him. Try to shoot him.
Oh, that'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay. I'm
Just
also
hit.
gonna do weak point strike. So, I rolled a 1, so that becomes 3 plus 2 is 5. So 8 damage total, and then the 6 from that. So 13? Man, my math is just not right today. Is that right? 13? Because of the minimum.
Oh, so that's
the dice threshold. Yeah, the dice threshold
so
thing.
plus 2. Yeah, that'd be 13. Yeah.
Okay. And he fails that save. Hooray, hooray.
Mm-hmm.
So he's stunned.
Yes.
All right. With that in mind, I'm going to take a step to the left. And I'm going to fire another shot at him with the heavy blaster rifle using... It's not burst, it's rapid. So that's...
Next 14 to him. Yeah, because it automatically hits.
Yeah. Wait, and add 2 to that dice threshold, right? So 16. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to enter a defensive stance that lasts until the start of my next turn. And I get a number of special reactions equal to my proficiency bonus that I can only use to make opportunity attacks.
Nice.
So
Nice.
come at me, please. I beg you.
I see.
All right. I mean,
Wait, did I hear that someone was stunned?
yes. Yes,
Kalish is
Really?
done.
a certain Kalish warrior is not having a very good time of it.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, does a Kalish warrior look like a real tough guy? I know I missed a lot of the description leading up to this. So, is he a fearsome warrior?
He looks fearsome.
All right.
Probably out of the bunch, probably not the most dangerous.
Well, he's next to me. So, action surge.
There we
And,
go.
and he's still stunned. So,
Mhm.
all right. Dice threshold. So that 1 becomes a 3. So add 2. That's 13. Add another 2. That becomes 14. So after
Nice.
giving him a nice stunning strike with that first shot there, Bars will take a step to the left and just keep shooting until he feels good about it.
He is still up, but he is bloodied and barely standing. Definitely kind of burns and marks across his body as you kind of just lay into him.
All right. Well, I'm ready for what comes next. All right, you. Yeah.
All right. Uli, you're up.
All right. I've got a follow-up question to Vars's question about this Kalish. Do I recognize this Kalish? Is this the guy I fought in the arena on Kashyyyk? It's like, did I happen to... Is it the same guy?
What a
Not the
small
s-
galaxy it would be.
Not
Huh?
the same guy, but you do notice from the clan markings on his mask are like not just similar, they're the same. So it looks like a different body type, but you could definitely guess he's related to the guy you beat up.
Oh, yeah. So he's totally knows who I am. This is great. I was going to go after that sniper, but now that I recognize that guy, I think I need to pay him a visit.
The
So
gardener's
we already
about
have
to
it.
plant him. Sorry.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was about to say the gardener's about to plant him a dumbass tree.
Yes, I am indeed. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Sorry, this is not. I'm gonna run over to him, and he looks pretty hurt, right?
Yeah, he's very hurt.
He's very hurt. Okay, I'm gonna come at him with an unarmed strike. I'm going for non-lethal because I feel like it would help us if we had a prisoner. But I'm gonna, as I come in with this strike, I'm just gonna say to him, and kind of only so he can hear, but not really trying to hide myself, which is saying, the gardener sends his regards. And I get advantage, right?
You got advantage. Yeah.
For a
That one will hit.
19. Okay. So for does he fail that automatically?
3, yep. But he is still up, barely though.
All right. Well, never one to leave something undone. Here comes another one back at him for a 21. Assuming that hits.
Finish him.
Only 6. Oh man.
So
just come in and like punch him in
take him
the
down.
sternum as much as I can, and just taking the wind out of him. Like, you know, when you fall out of a tree or get punched in the chest. Sorry, Caesar. When you get punched in the chest a lot, like you just lose your wind. It's kind of what Uli's just doing to him, just over and over. He's not letting him get a breath, and the guy just collapses on the ground. Non-lethal, right?
Nice.
Because I didn't want to kill him. Okay. I did 5, 10, 15,
It took me a
20,
second to catch
25,
that.
30,
Same. I'm like, what? The way to start the session off.
35. The bonus action attack can be with your monk weapon, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my chakram.
Actually, no, sorry. Bonus action has to be unless you pick the feat or not the feat. The what's it called? The invocation for the monks. It has to be an unarmed strike.
Oh, it does. Okay. So then I can't do that, but I will use my bonus action to activate my Sarisu form and stare down this Hornsker. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Sweet. So you see this Aqualish pop out from behind the facility. You see him tapping rapidly on his data pad. Oh, and all of his friends are dead. He is going to. You guys see as he taps into his data pad, a little piece on his backpack shoots up. And you see a missile kind of like start to track, and just launch out. Everybody, give me a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw.
Everyone?
Oh.
No, I'm not sure for everybody. Uli, I think you may be out. Let me pull a little 20 feet up.
Oh. Wait.
I think I'm.
Yeah, Uli, you're good. Yeah.
I think I'm going to use Defiant on this one.
If he does it right here, he can get everybody. If that's within his line of sight.
I don't think
so
it
that's
is.
about a little yeah, so Uli, you're safe. Everybody else, did everybody fail that? Shit.
I am going to use my Defiant to roll a
That's
D4.
a good choice. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, look. More than enough.
There you go. All right. So you guys see him tapping on his data pad and this missile launch out. He's casting explosion. So 29 to everybody but Vars, and for Vars, 14. And you see as like the missile comes through, catches you guys flat-footed, and you see this just arcing, billowing explosion of fire kind of emit around you guys, just burning into the crew. Oh yeah, I forgot Caesar. No, you're up still.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, so yeah, so this you have one
okay.
failed death save.
Yeah.
We have temp HP still, right? The 18.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
temp
18.
HP. The helping
I
also.
I had 27. This took me down by 2.
All right.
So 18. So I take 11.
Does the DC for the
Alright.
wounds increases every time you go down by 2?
Yes.
Is
By
that it?
5.
By 5.
Oh, by 5?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get knocked down. I'll get up again. Ain't never
So
gonna
you can't get back
down.
up again, and then you're not back up again, and
I get
you gotta
knocked
stab you with
down.
a spider
get
fang
knocked
and get some
down.
venom in you, and
Hold up, dog fang this time.
This time.
tail. I think it's the tail that does it.
Dog tail.
I'm sure there's a ton of back to takes on planet. But we will wrap up here today. So getting a little bit late. This fight has, I think, a bit left in it. With you guys, I really assumed you all would get surprised on this one. But yeah, it's a little bit left in this fight. So we'll pick up in 2 weeks as the crew wraps this one up and sees if they can save both the mysterious human that they've met, as well as the Barabel Jedi and HK unit that was scavenged away. So join us in 2 weeks, which would be I think the 28th, last day of February. So come through and join us for that. You can see how the crew survives all this. And then make sure to join us next week, too, for Stranded. I know we're getting into the last arc of that. Anything you want to add, Keith?
No, just that we've got a couple sessions. Well, we'll see how it goes, but we should be wrapping it up in a couple of sessions, and I think the last arc will be kind of fun. I think we'll really kind of get into the meat of the story here at the end. So.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Looking forward to that. I'm still surprised we survived that last fight. So looking forward to see what the captain and the Sith has to say. So sweet. Join us next Tuesday for that. We're back regular Tuesdays on that side. And then make sure to come by next week too for Avatar. Hopefully Wednesday a Pathfinder 2e adventure. So drop by. But thanks for joining. I hope everybody's. See you guys later.
See ya.